Hey Aquarius, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot and welcome to your love reading. Whenever you see this reading, that's when you're supposed to see it. If it doesn't feel like it fits, it doesn't have to fit. Don't make it. Make sure you stick around to the very end. That's when we get advice from Tarot about your love life. And let's have some fun. I'm going to give this one more shuffle. And in the meantime, if you'd like me to pray for you, send you my love and my good energy, say hi in the comment section so I can see you. And I encourage everybody else to jump in too. I want to seal that with my promise that this is a safe place for everybody. No negative energy can get in. And I seal that with my word and my intention. All right. So Aquarius, presently in love, the energies in love, lives of Aquarians. We only take the cards that fly out on their own and volunteer their energy. That's how we read them. If they fly out upside down, we read them that way. So we've got the Devil, we've got the Justice card, and the Tower. Jeez, you guys. These are all major arcana. Those are the big messengers in the deck, and there's only 22 of them. So know this. The Justice card flies out when things are karmically balancing. They're rebalancing, and they will, believe it or not, end up going in your favor. The Tower card might be a little bit of a shock. It means that something's happening outside of your control. But just because it brings on a shock, it might be a surprise, doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. This can be a very good thing at times. It can be suddenly falling in love with somebody. It could also be getting an eviction notice, you know? So all that means is that the universe is stepping in and it's rerouting you because you need to be rerouted. Life is so big, it's impossible for us to orchestrate, but we fool ourselves all the time into thinking that we have a lot more control than we do. So this is going to be something happening in your love life that reroutes you, and it can do it kind of suddenly. We have the Devil. The Devil card talks about a cycle of behavior that doesn't always serve you. It can also talk about lots of sex. So we need to unpack these cards to understand them a little bit better. But it looks like all this is playing into the Justice card, kind of rebalancing the scales, making, you know, and life has a way of doing that. Everything in nature has a way of doing that. So we have the Three of Pentacles flying in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles flying upright for the Justice card. Tell me more about the Tower. Okay. Tell me more about the Devil, please. Tell me more about the Devil. Oh, Six of Swords flies out, which is healing. Tell me more about the Devil. Healing and then an opportunity for love. Interesting. This has... Okay, so what's getting rebalanced is the question, right? It looks like something regarding your expectations. And those expectations or those... it definitely looks like breaking an old pattern, breaking an old habit, healing from it. It could be that you get news that you're just not getting recognized the way you want in love. You're not getting what you want in love. You might have a certain expectation that everything's going really well, and all of a sudden you find out that it's quite the opposite. The beautiful thing about this is that it's somehow breaking through a stuck place with the Devil card. It was a stuck illusion. It was an illusion of being stuck, an illusion of being bondaged to this or tied to this unhealthy pattern. What is going to happen immediately is a sense of healing. You might feel a lot more calm than you expected under circumstances like this. And then all of a sudden, this passion is going to be ignited. This new passion, this Ace of Wands comes through. Very interesting cycle and a very quick feeling one. It's kind of comes out of nowhere and very interesting. I think that you're going to feel, let's get a little bit more on the Tower, please. In love for our Aquarians. Yep, this is news. Eight of Wands coming in quickly. You know, some of you guys are going to put everything out there for another. You're going to throw your heart out on the table, basically, and, you know, reveal your emotions, how you feel for somebody. And it may not be returned in the same way, but not all is lost. But something may be a shakeup. It may be that they're just not meeting you on your level for some reason. Maybe it's too little too late, or maybe they're just on a different plane. But either way, all this is very fast moving. The communication will move quickly. You'll move quickly through it. And then there's this beautiful revival, something ignited. You're going to be healing from an old pattern somehow, an old cycle. And like I said, the tower, even though it's not the most comfortable thing, it's never a wasted tower. Like, the universe never throws out a tower moment to be wasted, you know, just to fuck shit up. Like, the universe just doesn't do it. It does it to reroute you. In this case, it's to break you through an old pattern, an old cycle. So I'd like to know if tarot can tell me a little bit about that cycle, because it has something to do with karmic balance, like right and wrong. It has something to do with what you're getting versus what you're putting out, something like that. Okay, Seven of Pentacles flies out, putting time and effort into something and trying to, you know, pouring yourself into something and getting just beat up. That has something to do with the cycle that you're breaking. Pouring yourself into something, waiting for that, like planting all these seeds and putting the water on them and giving them sun and weeding and waiting for something to come up, waiting for something to sprout. And in the meantime, just getting so tired, but feeling, you know, that much more determined, not paying attention to the results. And then we have the Moon card. It's a denial of sorts that we're breaking through in love right now. It's an old cycle where you've thrown yourself into something and gone into denial about the size of the harvest, what's actually sprouting out of the ground from everything that you poured into it, all that work. So where's our advice? I'd like advice for Aquarius. We have healing, we have Six of Swords, and then we have this beautiful passion ignited. I want to know about that, actually. Let's go into that first, and then let's get advice, because that sounds fascinating. Ace of Wands, what's this passion? Floating out. Got King of Pentacles in reverse. What's this passion? Four of Cups. We got Queen of Pentacles. And we got the Lover's card. Why are we getting Four of Cups here? Bear with me, you guys. I have an idea. I have a feeling that it is. So I'm wondering if you pick damaged people sometimes, Aquarius. People who, in this case, it feels like somebody is, they don't want to take a healing path. They take pride in how tough they are. They take pride in the calluses they've built. And to heal, in the traditional sense, they fear becoming too soft. Their identity is wrapped up in it. And so what does that do? It creates pain for you. You can't heal for somebody. And I think this is very much something to do with the cycle you break and that denial, seeing that it's not you. You're planting shitty seeds. It's not the work that you put in. It's not the sunlight you've given it and the water and the weeding. That's all very beautiful. It's that the seeds are duds. It's that this person that you've chosen doesn't want to do the work. They want their calluses, babe. They need their calluses, and there's nothing you can do about it. So the beauty, the silver lining of this is all of a sudden getting that major balance, that karmic rebalancing, all of a sudden seeing everything very clearly of, wow, okay, I'm not getting the support back. It's like you're supporting something that's doesn't want to support your support. If that makes any sense. I'm putting these back in, and we're going to get use a fresh deck for your advice. So advice for my Aquarians. And take the energies vice versa. This could be the other person for some of you that I'm reading. It's just energy that I'm reading. It could be your storyline, or it could be the other person's. Okay, Aquarius. Advice for Aquarius. 3 of Pentacles. Upright. Now you got it earlier upside down. That meant that like insufficient support and recognition. We have it upright now. This is getting support, recognition. This is not a solo card. This means you're working with others in some way. It could be with a therapist, could be this tarot reading, but it's getting wisdom and support in other ways. Okay, that's not a big surprise. That's pretty cool, right? We got that. If you're watching this video, that feeds into that. We have the sun. Immediate, feels immediately healing. Immediately, I can feel that warmth. You're getting right back into your intuition. This is straight up look at your support systems around you to get right back on track. And it's going to happen very quickly. Doing what it takes to get, even if it's eating well or if it's meditation, doing what it takes to get clicked right back into your intuition, to feel like you again, getting your strength back from being unrecognized, from being like your identity has been severed from you. You can go hang out with people you love and who know you, and you feel like you again. In this case, you haven't felt in touch with the strong part of you. And in fact, you've been strong the entire damn time. The entire time. It's only because the person you're hanging out with wasn't recognizing it that you felt severed from it. So getting back in touch with that strength, that inner strength, getting back in touch with how badass you are by therapy, connecting with others. And then we have a decision around love. Because inevitably, if you hit the drawing board again for your self-help and getting back into the groove, you're going to have some insight. You're going to have a choice that you need to make. And I'm not going to tell you how to make that choice. You'll know, though, because guess what? You're getting back into touch with your intuition, your high priestess, right? Male, female, doesn't matter who you are. We all have that. We call it our gut feeling. We call it intuition. We call it the path, whatever you want to call it. But when you get clicked back into it, you're going to be able to make this choice in love much easier than you would normally. Normally meaning much easier than you would when you were severed from yourself, So I'm wishing you luck. I know you'll be able to do just fine with this decision and getting back into gear with yourself. And I'm sending you off with love and light.